scenes coming out of Ferguson, Missouri are eerily familiar to Cincinnati's former police chief. Tom Streicher says the mistakes made in Ferguson were easy to spot. Local 12's Brad Underwood spoke with him tonight about what he sees happening and what he sees that isn't happening. Brad?
Well, good evening, Cammie. It's kind of been there, done that reaction for former police chief Tom Streicher. Streicher recalls 2001 as one of the worst conditions in the history of the United States in terms of police and community relations. But it's the successful turnaround here in the Queen City that he says may be helpful to the entire Ferguson community. An unarmed black teenager shot and killed by a police officer. Riots follow and the streets turn chaotic. The scene in Ferguson, Missouri brings back vivid memories for former Cincinnati police chief Tom Streicher.
And then the more you watch it, the more you pay attention to it, it became eerily similar to what we experienced here back in 2001, and you start to identify some things there that are occurring there that were occurring here also.
As frustrations grew in Ferguson, information from police about what happened was absent. Streicher says that same problem fueled the riots in Cincinnati 13 years ago.
We didn't talk about it for a few days, and that just fed into the suspicion that the police department was covering something up.
Streicher says he didn't see things start to turn in a positive direction for a year and a half after the riots. Just like Cincinnati, Streicher says Ferguson leaders must get thick-skinned and listen to the public about the real problems in the city.
They have to engage the entire community and make the community part of this resolution process with every effort they have from this point forward. And there are no two ways about it. If they don't do that, they will fail.
In those discussions, it's issues like employment, education, and housing, among several others that will be brought out in the open. Built-up frustration that with dialogue can change not only the perception in the streets, but a reality for those feeling anger all around them about the police. Now, Cincinnati's success can be measured in a number of ways. Streicher says the city has come full circle. Take a look at Over the Rhine today. You have the restaurants, condos, and the complete makeover of Washington Park. Are things perfect? No, but the training and level of transparency from the Cincinnati Police Department has helped eliminate a lot of the frustration that we saw in 2001 and some of that we're seeing right now in Ferguson. Cammie?
Interesting. All right, Brad, thank you. And in the years after the riots here, the collaborative work in Cincinnati created the Citizen Complaint Authority, better community-based training, and also better equipment for the officers on the streets.